Our last day of the 12 crafts of Christmas. All you need for this one are your paints and your paintbrushes. Let's open our last pouch. We have a sponge and a wooden plaque. We are going to be making a wintry scene. Okay. Grab your round paintbrushes, open up your white, your blues, and your black. Okay, starting with the white. Don't need to thin the paint for this one. Just grab a lot of white and paint about a third or 2-finger width of your plaque in white. Make sure not to cover that live edge of the wood, so just paint the lighter part of the wood and not the dark part, so it shows that it's on a beautiful wooden plaque. Paint that all in white, and then take a drop of blue. You can even wipe your brush on the side so it's not too much. And start adding a little bit of blue at the top. Go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth until it blends into the white. If it gets too bluey, add a little bit more white to it. And then wash your brush, dry it. We're going to start with the light blue. Paint a circle. Make it a little bigger. Wipe your brush. And then go to the darker blue and blend that in by going and overlapping, which means putting on top of the lighter blue without covering your snow. So when you get to the snow, just start doing a straight line and then adding more blue to the edge here. So we're doing the medium blue all the way to the edge in circles. I lost some of my light blue, so I'm going to wipe my brush, dip it in light blue, and add another circle. Making it lighter over here. Wipe my brush. Then I'm going to use the darkest blue from the edge over here, straight line at the top of the snow, go around the curve of the plaque, and then blend it in with the medium colored blue. See how I'm going with the curve? Go with the curve, go with the curve. Again, I lost some of my light blue, so I'm going to go back with a clean brush and add some more light blue back into it. Circles. I'm going to take a drop of black. I'm going to go all the way at the edge on the left side and just do a little outline of the left side. Then dip your brush without washing it, without wiping away the black, in the darkest blue and blend that black in with dark, dark blue. Once you're done with that sky, put your round brush in the water and grab your other brush, dip it in white, and paint your sponge. Paint your entire sponge white. And then stamp in the same spot. I'm not making it bigger. I'm just stamping little moon in my scene. With the sponge. You want to wash your sponge right away so you could save it for something else. But go back to your round brush, clean it, and using a little drop of white, I'm going to do little tiny curves around my moon. Use the light blue, go ahead and add some more curves around the moon. Now the sky is done. Wash your brushes clean, and we will go to black. So the first thing I'm going to do for the trees is I'm going to paint tree trunks. I'm going to put one small tree over here, one medium-sized tree over here, and a bigger tree over here. Dip your brushes in black, and starting with the small tree, I'm going to add tiny branches. Tiny lines, kind of like little arrows from the small, then bigger at the bottom. So you're painting a little triangle with tiny, tiny lines, like that. Now another way to do this is using the fan brushes. We're going to do that on these trees. I'm going to dip my brush in black, and starting at the top of the tree, I'm going to tilt my brush away. I'm going to dab the brush when you tilt your brush away, you're only using this part of the brush. Then when you get to the bottom of the brush, the bottom of the tree, you're using the full width of the brush. So let's see that one more time. I'm going to dip my fan brush in the black. I'm going to start at the top. I'm going to tilt my brush away from the painting, so I'm only using a very little part of the brush to make the small branches. And then the branches are getting a little bigger, and then I'm going to start using the full width of the brush, and I'm bouncing the brush like a stamp. Bounce your brush like a stamp. At the top of the tree, you can use your brush vertically, like that. Wash your fan brush and dry it to use it on other projects. With a clean round brush, dip it in white, and add snow to each of these trees. So start at the top of the tree, add a little dot of snow, and then tiny, tiny lines on each layer of branches. Once your trees are dried a little bit, add some snow to these ones as well. So you want to start at the top of the tree, do a little upside down V for the tips of the trees, and then add snow by dabbing your brush for each little layer. Go ahead and do the next tree. Dab some snow. Leave a space. Dab some more snow. Leave a space. Dab some more snow. Leave a space. And dab some more snow. Once you're done with that, use the back of your brush, dab it in white, and add teeny tiny stars in the sky. They could be stars, they could be snowflakes, depends how many you make. I like to use the tip of my brush on one of the paint dots and dragging it to make a shooting star. I'm going to go ahead and dab that one again. To make a shooting star. Now, wipe your brush clean. We're going to create little shadows under the trees with a little bit of light blue. Go ahead and do a tiny little zigzag, zigzag, zigzag under each tree. So the light is coming from the moon. It's coming straight on this tree, so the zigzag just goes right under the tree. For these ones, they're a little bit sideways, a little bit to the side of the moon. So the zigzag starts right under the tree, as wide as the tree, and then it goes a little sideways. Same thing for this tree, as wide as the tree, and then it goes a little bit sideways. If it got too much, you can always add a little bit of white and zigzag the other way. So start at the bottom of the zigzag and go up, zigzag, zigzag, zigzag to fade it away. Start at the bottom and then zigzag, zigzag, zigzag to fade that shadow away. I'm going to use a little bit of black to bring the tree trunks back, and add some tree branches if the snow got a little out of hand. And I'm gonna wipe my brush and just keep a little bit of black and make a smaller zigzag under those tree trunks. And you're done.